Hey everyone, I really appreciate you spending your time here with me today, because what we're about to dive into is not just another headline. It's a real glimpse into how the electric vehicle world is being reshaped before our eyes. If you've been following NIO's journey even loosely, you'll know they're not the kind of company to settle for playing second fiddle in this race. But what's happening now shows they're stepping onto a global stage with so much force that even some of the biggest names in the auto industry can't help but pay attention. So today, I'm going to break down exactly why high-profile industry veterans from ex-CEOs of Volkswagen and Mercedes-Benz are stepping inside NIO's flagship models like the ET9, what that really means for the competition, and how this move signals that China's EV sector is shaking up the entire premium auto market. Stick around till the end, because this story just keeps getting better. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Let's kick things off with what sparked this whole buzz. Recently, NIO's CEO sat down with several big names in the car business, not just any executives, but people who once ran giants like Volkswagen and Mercedes-Benz. Imagine that, top bosses who led two of the world's most prestigious auto companies stepping inside a NIO car, asking questions, and wanting to get a feel for what makes this brand so special. Now, it's not the first time we've seen NIO's leadership exchanging ideas with big industry figures, but what makes this different is the level of interest these ex-CEOs have shown in NIO's technological progress. Take Mr. Herbert Diess, the former Volkswagen Group CEO. Not long ago, he had a detailed sit-down session right inside the NIO ET9 at the Shanghai Auto Show. That alone was headline material. But then it turned out he wasn't the only one who wanted a front-row look. Apparently, a former head honcho of Mercedes-Benz, the company now known as the Mercedes-Benz Group, was also spotted stepping into the ET9. There's even a photo floating around that was first shared on X by Marcel, a well-known industry observer. That image alone sent a clear signal. When veterans from legacy brands want to examine your product up close, you know you're doing something right. Think about what that says. These aren't random business people taking a casual tour. These are people who know luxury vehicles inside out. They know what goes into engineering refinement, design language, performance, and user experience. So when they're climbing into a NIO, it's because there's something they want to see for themselves. So what is it about the ET9 that's drawing so much attention from people who once shaped companies like VW and Mercedes? Well, the ET9 is far from your typical EV. It's not just another stylish sedan, it's NIO's statement that they're capable of competing at the very top of the market. One standout feature is its active suspension system, developed in collaboration with ClearMotion, a cutting-edge tech firm that specializes in ride quality and dynamics. Here's the interesting twist: word has it Porsche is now in talks with ClearMotion because they're so impressed with how this active suspension performs in the ET9. So imagine that a German sports car legend looking to borrow tech that a Chinese EV pioneer deployed first. It's quite a plot twist in the auto world, and it says a lot about how quickly NIO is becoming the benchmark. It doesn't stop there. The ET9 also showcases steer-by-wire technology, something we've mostly seen as a futuristic concept in the past. But NIO made it a reality for mass production, pushing the boundaries of driving precision and safety. And guess what? Brands like Mercedes are racing to get their own steer-by-wire systems ready because they see how it raises the bar for next-gen driving. Now, let's zoom out for a moment. This isn't just about a single car or a single brand. The bigger picture is that China's EV market is leapfrogging ahead at a pace that even rivals like Ford are openly acknowledging. Just recently, Ford's CEO basically admitted that China is far ahead when it comes to battery tech and EV production scale. They're even looking to import certain components from China just to stay in the game. It's almost mind-boggling when you realize that major automakers in the West now rely on Chinese manufacturers for critical parts, magnets for motors, specialized modules for everything from door mechanisms to seat controls. So when you see Ford, VW, Mercedes, and others showing up at NIO's door, it's clear they're taking notes. And that's exactly why these interviews and insider sessions are so important. They're not publicity stunts, they're the industry's way of saying, show us what you're doing because we need to catch up. So what's next? Well, the ET9 is only the beginning of NIO's push into the ultra-premium EV space. There's already buzz around the ES9, an upcoming flagship SUV that's set to launch soon. If you think the ET9 is impressive, just wait until you see what the ES9 brings to the table. It's expected to be the priciest everyday production vehicle in NIO's lineup, packed with everything that makes the ET9 special, and probably more. That means advanced suspension systems, next-gen steering tech, top-notch materials, and a user experience that can genuinely rival, or even outdo what brands like BMW, Audi, or Lexus are putting out there right now. So if you thought NIO was a one-hit wonder with its sedans, think again. They're about to do the same in the SUV segment, which, by the way, remains one of the most lucrative and competitive markets globally. And here's another point to keep an eye on. With folks like Mr. Herbert Diess backing the idea, NIO is now being encouraged to bring the ET9 to Europe. Why? Because it would force the likes of Mercedes, BMW, Audi, and others to double down on their own R&D and deliver better value and innovation to customers. A move like that would reshape the European luxury EV scene almost overnight. And let's be honest, it's not an empty dream. NIO has the design, the tech, the production capacity, and now the credibility. When seasoned ex-CEOs publicly praise your product and suggest you expand overseas, you know you're on the right track. For us as enthusiasts or investors, this is a pretty exciting time. We're watching a Chinese EV brand not just compete with, but actively influence some of the world's most iconic luxury carmakers. And they're doing it with a clear focus on innovation that translates directly to a better driver and passenger experience. Plus, the fact that we're hearing so much talk about tech-sharing deals like Porsche considering ClearMotion means that the ripple effect of NIO's engineering choices could go far beyond just the cars they sell. Their ideas might become the standard everyone else follows. So, to wrap it up, when you see former bosses of Mercedes-Benz and Volkswagen stepping inside the ET9, what you're really seeing is a huge sign of respect, and maybe even a hint of concern from brands that once ruled the premium auto market without question. NIO is proving that China's new energy vehicles are here to set the bar, not just meet it. With the ES9 SUV around the corner, this momentum is only picking up speed. So whether you're a fan of cutting-edge car tech, an investor looking for signals, or just someone who loves seeing competition push the industry forward, keep your eyes on NIO. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.